It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Packers and the Niners. Next on Madden Football.
It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up. And we are underway now from Santa Clara. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love going to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They just tried to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Love. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're putting in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Love from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Ray McLeod deep here for the Niners. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Ball start. Awesome.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll try and pick it up, and McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards for number 11.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A second down throw for Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And Deebo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Love now. His throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and can be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's McLeod on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Here's a diving catch right side. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. He's got Ayuk. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So a 1st quarter fumble in the rain. And this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here. So they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
1st down, Green Bay.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers' 42-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed.
That's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara from 17 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch play with both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing up field to make the tackle for loss.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Love looking to throw it. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Love. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 22. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Boy, he did that one on his own, didn't he? How about using that low center of gravity, plenty of force, a lot of leg drive, breaking a tackle there, and picks up a 1st down on 3rd down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run again with Dillon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 15 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one behind his man, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. He sets up the screen to Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, then they might get hit with a screen. Maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Here's 2nd and 7. Love. Quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 49 yards. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Carlson on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there at a Niner first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That is incomplete.
And that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. Running game started in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
An extra point try now for Moody. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll find DeGuara complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the center.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.